Hello, it's a bit after 10 a.m. in the morning. I'll be leaving, or I'll be going to work in about an hour or so. Clear skies and it's 15 degrees outside. Roads are open, as I can see. Snowplows have done their job and I'm feeling kind of buff already. Today I have a 7-hour day and tomorrow morning the alarm will go off at 4 a.m. I have to be at work 7:30. I'll get off 8:30 in the evening, so it's 13 hours. And since it's been some time since I've had work shifts regularly. So these morning wake-ups are kind of and then when you think that you have a pretty long day ahead. So, well, tomorrow's not. And now there's someone calling me. Would you like to order a magazine? No, I'm a big boy and I can... If I want to order a magazine, I'll get to you. You don't need to get to me. Just got home from work, trying to warm up. When I was riding, I was thinking that, okay, it's a bit cold here. On my fingers, some of my fingers were numb, went numb, and all that fun stuffs. I got back home, I checked the temperature. It's almost 20 degrees below. I think it was something like 19 degrees below, and with the wind shear that comes when you're riding a scoot, it was a bit cold. And then when I got back home, my daughter was still awake because she wanted to see me eating a piece of banana pancake she made with her friend, and I took a bite. This tastes weird. Okay, but she told me that it's a pancake. So I kept eating and I was constantly thinking, is this missing sugar or what? Why is this tasting so weird? Until I asked, what are the ingredients? What were the ingredients? Guess what the answer was? 2 bananas and 3 eggs. And nothing else. So I was eating a banana omelette. That explained. And yes, I'm in bed again. It's Saturday evening, 9:30. Got home about 20 minutes ago. And I was kind of right. Today when I was riding to work, it was a bit brisky, or whatever the right word is. It was 18 degrees below, plus the oncoming air. It wasn't windy, but obviously when you're riding, the oncoming air. And that's not a problem if you're wearing enough. And if you're not wearing enough, you're gonna feel it. But yeah, if you have any experience what comes to riding on back roads that have a hefty layer of ice on them, you know what I'm talking about. Gouges, grooves, holes, bumps, and every one of those can make your wheels to slip. So it's not the temperature, even during winter time. It's not the temperature, it's the road. And I have this bad habit that when I feel that the back tire is kind of giving those small dinks, 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 kind of slipping just a bit when riding on ice, I tend to tense up. So it's not relaxed riding, it's kind of a squeezing the handlebar, and that's not good. And I have to actively remind myself to relax. Because if you're all tensed up, I mean your arms and your legs are tensed, it's harder to react quickly if needed to. I haven't gone down yet, and this is my second winter with a scoot, and I haven't gone down yet. But that's one of those things that if it happens, it happens. And there's quite a lot of things that you can do to prevent it. First of all, take your time and pick your speed. Even it's easy to think that, okay, well, it's a moped, it's not going faster than 45 kilometers an hour about. But if you have to brake, if you're going full speed on a flat road and you have to stop quickly, during winter time, that 45 kilometers an hour is quite a lot with a scooter. And I've been in situations where a car in front of me just all of a sudden hits the brakes. Well, and I wasn't used to riding during winter time, so there wasn't enough gap between me and the car. I didn't rear-ended that car, but it was, well, if that person looked to his rearview mirror, or her, I don't know what, I didn't saw the driver, but I can imagine the view. I mean, me doing the good old drop the anchors braking. So you're braking with the back brake of a scooter with your both feet on the ground, like stop. And I learned pretty quickly how much I should keep distance between whatever is going in front of me. Well, when I was riding to work this morning, it kind of once again came to me, why didn't I bought a moped car? But then I remembered that, okay, those things are relatively high, relatively wide, and light. So icy road plus gushes of side wind equals maybe not the best possible option what comes to winter. It would have been warmer, I know that, but what comes to safer, not really. But it's, well, riding a scooter during winter time, it's relatively easy, but the in my opinion, the hard part is the road, because you never know what's under. If there's a thin layer of snow on top of the ice, you never know what's in front of you. And another thing is that you're completely exposed to the elements. So if it's windy, you're gonna get it. If it's snowing, you're gonna get it. And especially now, when temperatures have been below zero for a long time, so it's kind of this fluffy snow. So if a car goes past you and all the snow that blows up from the car, it can be a bit hard to see where you're going, especially if you're not keeping your visor down. And obviously if you're breathing, it gets frosted or fogged pretty quickly. I've tried all kinds of anti-fogging sprays and everything like that, but I don't really like them. I don't really like them, and I don't really think they work well enough. But those sprays that I've tried, they're meant for glasses, for eyeglasses. So they're not meant for helmet visors. It was 6 a.m. when I left home, and sunrise was, I think it was 9:41 or 9:14 a.m. So it was completely dark, and I saw one car on that whole 25-kilometer trip, one car. So, and obviously it's weekend, so people are not going to work except those who are working in shifts. But the regular workers weren't on the road. And I think I'm going to bed. Well, I am in bed, but go to sleep or get some sleep. Tired as heck. And the thing that didn't help me at all during today was that it was a quiet day. Pretty much nothing happened. So it was like, okay, yay, 12 hours more, 10 hours more, 8 hours more. It was very little to do, and most of it was just killing time. So anyways, I think this rambles here. Done. Finito. See ya.